The labyrinth awaited, its stone mouth gaping. Catreus, Prince of Crete, descended the steps, his ambition echoing in the silence. Above, King Minos watched, his eyes cold and calculating. "Summon the elite guard," he commanded a servant. "They are to follow Prince Catreus's every order as if it were my own." The servant bowed and vanished, leaving Minos to his dark thoughts. Near the labyrinth's entrance, Ariadne prayed, her hands clasped tight as she moved towards the stairs. Her brother, Prince Deucalion, grabbed her arm. "Ariadne, no, that place is not for mortals. It consumes all who enter." "I know, Deucalion," she replied, her voice strained. "But even if Theseus defeats the beast, the labyrinth itself is a trap. The thread I gave him is his only hope. Now that Catreus is involved, I cannot stand by." Deucalion released her, his face a mask of worry. He could only watch as his sister, her eyes burning with a resolve stronger than fear, followed Catreus into the darkness. From a distance, their sister Phaedra watched with sorrow. The young warrior Hippothous approached her. "Should we not go to protect Theseus and Princess Ariadne?" Deucalion, who had now joined them, considered this. "Yes, we must be ready to help," he said finally. "But to interfere now would tarnish Theseus's honor as a hero. However, if anyone joins the fight to aid Catreus, I will draw my sword without hesitation." Hippothous nodded, his gaze fixed on the menacing entrance to the maze. High above, in a tower overlooking the labyrinth, its creator Daedalus watched. "May Prince Theseus of Athens find his way out safely," he whispered, a flicker of compassion in his architect's eyes. Inside, Catreus found a faint glow on the wall. It was the light from Ariadne's crown, left as a beacon. Beside it lay the thread, taut and leading into the blackness. "So this is the hero's lifeline," he sneered, reaching for it. "Stop, Catreus." A breathless Ariadne appeared, blocking his path. "Please, don't do this. This is more than one man's honor. It's about your own conscience. I must secure my legacy. If the great hero Theseus dies here, my name will be legendary. I will not miss this chance." "He doesn't want your power," Ariadne pleaded, tears in her eyes. "Once he leaves this place, he will sail for Athens with me." For a fleeting moment, Catreus's expression faltered. But his ambition quickly hardened his face. With a furious cry, he smashed his gauntlet against the wall. The crown clattered to the floor, its light extinguished. Darkness fell like a shroud. From deep within the maze, a voice called out, lost and confused. "Ariadne!" It was Theseus. Ariadne's voice trembled with rage. "You are worse than the monster in this labyrinth." "It doesn't matter if Theseus is in Crete or Athens," Catreus's voice echoed back, cold and distant. "What matters is that I defeated him. My name will ring through Mycenae and Crete." The clang of armor announced the arrival of the elite soldiers. "General, your orders," one asked. Catreus smiled. "By whose command are you here?" King Minos himself. A cruel grin spread across Catreus's face. "Excellent. Now listen carefully. The labyrinth is a death trap. Go to the level below. The floor of the maze is wooden. Take your spears and thrust them upwards through the ceiling. You will find Theseus. You want us to stab him from below? A soldier asked, shocked. Yes, Catreus hissed. He is lost in the dark. An indiscriminate rain of spearheads will find him. The soldiers exchanged uncertain glances but obeyed, disappearing down the stairs. Ariadne sank to the ground, overcome with despair. Soon the sharp scraping of metal echoed from below. Dozens of spear points burst through the wooden floor, splintering the planks, but the relentless barrage of spears was too fast and chaotic. But the spears were too fast, their pattern too random. Suddenly, the tip of a spear struck something hard and heavy. A soldier shouted, "I've found him. Focus here." Dozens of spears converged on that single spot. The wooden floor groaned and then collapsed. But it wasn't Theseus who fell through the opening. It was a massive, monstrous shadow. "It's the Minotaur," a soldier screamed. The monster's body crashed to the floor below. He had already been defeated by Theseus, but the agony of the spear thrusts had roused him. He let out a final, pained roar and began to struggle, lashing out with his last ounce of strength. The soldiers shrieked and fell back as the dying beast lunged at them with primal instinct. Just then, a heavy door creaked open. A lone figure stepped into the labyrinth's entrance, silhouetted against the dim light from the hall. He held a Cretan sword, the royal family's emblem gleaming on its blade. "Stop this." His voice was calm, yet filled with an undeniable authority. The soldiers turned. It was Prince Deucalion, sees all action. Now, the tip of his sword glinted in the darkness, a silent promise of what would happen if they refused.